Hello, welcome back to Tell Me Something Good. I'm your host, Jackie.
And I'm your host, Jelly.
And today we have a very special guest. It is our first male guest, and it is my brother, Raul. His name is Raul, but we call him Bebe. And I figured, why not have my brother as the first male guest? And cheers to that. Oh, and we have cute little mugs. Thanks to
Cheers.
Cheers. And we're drinking some wine.
Some tea, wine.
So, Bebe, you know how this works because you say you watch the podcast. Let's see if he's lying. You say you watch it. So tell me something good that happened this week.
Something good that happened this week. It's a lot of things.
That's good.
I feel like maybe. But maybe the number one thing is probably something that we have never done, like as a family, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be able to experience it soon. And it's probably getting a boat. That's
That
probably
is-
the
that
best
is
thing that's
so
probably happened.
right in time for summer.
You know,
Yeah.
Yes, that is. I know. I feel like I would hear you and my dad talking about it, and we say my dad, guys. People were gonna be like, "You mean y'all have the
That's a
same dad?"
Hispanic thing.
It's a
Yeah.
Hispanic thing. I'm gonna say my dad, my mom. So y'all hear that? It is a Hispanic thing. So I hear him and my dad talking about it, but obviously, I'm just like, they're what?
We're always
and
saying
they're like the Lulu. We're the Lulu. But their delusion has got them so far. So, but yeah, so I heard them talking about it, and then out of nowhere, they're like, "We're gonna go pick up the boat." And then when I tell you, they showed up, and I imagine like, girl, this thing, and it's pretty big. I feel like,
pretty big.
and I mean, we've never had a boat ever. Like,
Yeah, so
my parents have
maybe
never had one.
that's why it looks big. I don't know.
Maybe some other people will look at it and be like, that little thing. Yeah, my dad already got his captain hat. He's been ordering things. So we're going next. We should go next Sunday
Yeah.
if you want to come.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
So cheers to that.
That is
Cheers.
Getting a boat.
a really good, something good.
That's something good.
And you, Jelly? Something good?
My something good is yesterday was 420, and I feel like I had the most chill day. I woke up, went fishing, got some takeout, and binge watched TV. Like,
That's good.
Did you
just got to
garden?
relax. No.
Quit lying.
Garden?
You know what garden is?
Oh, I didn't know that
It's
was.
code word for...
Oh, okay, yes.
Did you garden?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait.
But that's good.
Garden
This is
what?
no, like when
Like-
you smoke your.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why, or maybe I'm.
Or
That's
maybe
a
it's
good
like,
code word because I didn't know how
Yeah.
to keep it censored. Yeah, I just binge watched that show, Baby Reindeer, and I would sleep, wake up, watch some more. So it was very chill, and I needed that, like just a day just to
Oh,
do whatever.
Well, I'm glad you had that because I think you told me that you don't really rest unless you're sick.
Yeah.
So it's good to give yourself those days.
Mm-hmm.
And it was 420.
Yes.
I wish I could celebrate it.
You can celebrate it today.
Yeah.
You might in a little bit.
Okay, Jackie, tell us something good.
Something good that for me this week was just that I started running again and working out, and it feels good to feel good. Like, so I started, and I don't know, but for me, buying like new pre-workout, a gym bag, like that motivates me.
Yeah, it
so
really does.
I went and got me those things, and I just feel like prepared. Like I feel like I have that drive that I used to have back then when I used to love the gym. So yeah, it's just getting back into the gym and actually like feeling like I'm enjoying it now.
Yeah.
hmm I got that Oxy Shred, and that got me excited. I don't know if it works, but we'll see.
Well, that's good. I feel like it's so hard to have that mentality of going to the gym every day, like, and you feel good after every workout.
Yes, you really do. But yeah, that's my something good. So to our guest. So let's go back to our guest. We're gonna be like, he's gonna be like, when am I gonna get?
No. That's good. I'm listening.
Okay, so I wanted to have my brother on here because he's young. He's 26. He's gonna be 26 next week. Oh, this could be your birthday.
Oh yeah, episode.
Birthday episode. So he's gonna be 26 next week, and I feel like there's a lot of things that you've done that a lot of 26-year-olds
Maybe.
would, or you inspire people, and you may not know that, but I feel like you do, because you do. Why are we getting? I'm gonna get emotional. Okay, anyway, so you do work. He's like one of the hardest people, like hardest working people I know. So I feel like, how did you get, like, I want people to know like that it's not always the boats. It's like,
Yeah.
yes, the boat is the car, you know, whatever, but
It's
takes
years
a
of hard
lot
work.
Yeah.
of
Years
work.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you graduated high school in 2017, and then what happened?
So I graduated high school. I was the last one to graduate, so I was good, I guess, the last kid.
Mm-hmm.
So then, I don't know. It was crazy. I was already working in restaurants. Like my first 2 jobs were restaurants. So then, like, it wasn't even like I lasted like 3 months each job. I think. I think I would quit. I didn't like it. And then I would just whenever I graduated, my dad decided to like cater. I guess he would cater for parties and stuff, which is like probably the coolest part. I miss doing that.
Yeah, you would go and sit.
Yeah, we would go and like serve and like be servers and like
Like
you know
for
like a whole party,
weddings.
yeah, like weddings and
Yeah.
like quinceañeras, all that good stuff. And then eventually it's a crazy story. I could like I guess we could get into it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
into it.
I
I
guess
think
we get
it's.
into it.
I love this story.
Yeah, so we would cater for parties, and it's crazy. We didn't have like an official like kitchen to do it. Like we would do it outside my parents' garage, you know. Like it was crazy because it was just like families. That's what we started doing. And then we would just do it, and then my dad ended up doing his own business cards, like printed them out online. And then, like, here comes a little box with like taco. It was called Tacco Loco.
Yeah, he had already
Yeah, and it
named
had
it
a-
Tacco Loco.
catering for parties, big parties, and all this stuff. You know.
His name, his phone number.
Yeah, everything. So then we started putting them on the tables, just throwing them on all the tables, like while we were catering. And then somehow he would just get calls, and we'd be like, all right, let's do it. Big parties. And then eventually we would have like a lot of parties, like every weekend. He would work his job, and then we would have parties, so we would do that on the weekend. He would do that on the weekends.
Yeah.
And then we would just do it for like a good minute, it was good. And then somehow my dad got a call, and like they were like, hey, we want to meet up and have a catering, for like a wedding or something. And I was like, okay, and they met up, and it was actually health department. So that's when we found out that what we were doing was illegal technically. We're like, what? Like,
So they like catfished them?
Yeah.
it was
And they're
crazy.
like, you don't have a commercial kitchen.
Yeah, he's
You
like,
have
if
to shut it down.
yeah, like you can't do that. And then
Yeah.
we already had like, this is crazy. I think we can't say this on it.
Well, we had like weddings
We
lined
had like
up.
3 or 4 weddings, like
Months
parties already like,
ahead.
paid for.
Yeah.
Probably like I'm pretty sure like we had to do them already. Like there's no way. And then we would just do it on the low. We would like just cover everything. We would just cover like, just what I mean, like
Yeah.
we just. be
But
tripping.
imagine-
I would be looking through the window, like we're doing some bad stuff. Like we're cooking something else, like but we're cooking food, But we're
Yeah.
like looking, and I'm like, what if someone pulls up,
Oh yeah, I would be cooking at home and be
Oh.
thinking like, they'd be like, look out! Meanwhile, you guys, they're just cooking.
Yeah,
Like,
we're
Yeah.
cooking carnitas, rice, but like, what the heck? And then, well, we got the parties done, everything, whatever. And then we started looking. They helped us find a location.
yeah, they were super
Yeah,
nice
they were really
about
nice.
it.
So they helped us look that same location we opened our first, the restaurant.
Yeah.
So
We all
then
decided to transition into actually a
yeah,
restaurant.
like an actual restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we all quit our jobs. Like, it's crazy, right?
Yeah, I think the crazy thing is that it was just gonna be used for like our catering kitchen, right? It was like, okay, we'll use it for catering, but then out of nowhere, I feel like my dad was like, what if we just open a restaurant?
Yeah.
And I feel like we were all kind of scared.
Yeah, because I was like, maybe, like, I don't know, but I already knew how to do certain things, like, I washed dishes before, and, like, I knew my parents had the cooking part ready,
Yeah.
You were waiting
And then
tables.
I was already a server, so I'm like, dude, we already have, like, I already have, like, one part I already kind of figured out,
Yeah.
and I'm like, and my parents already have the main important part, the cooking part, And then we just said, fuck it. Pretty much, right? Like, it's crazy.
And it was really hard. I remember they were supposed to open it in May. Ended up opening in like September,
Or August.
around there.
Yeah.
But
Why was that? Because there was a lot
It's
of
just
permits and stuff.
a lot of things.
Yeah,
It
so-
was expensive. My parents weren't working anymore. They both quit their jobs to do this, took out all their money like that they had.
Like, their 401k.
Yeah, all of it,
my God.
put it towards it. And it's crazy because people would always be like, why are y'all doing this? Like, what? And
Especially the area where it was. They would be like, like,
Yeah.
like, it's not going to succeed there. I remember, I think I told you this story, that I was, the day before it opened, I was working a job, and the person it was like a chiropractor's office. Remember when I worked at the chiropractor's office?
Yeah.
And I only worked there for like a few weeks, but somebody from there told me, tell your dad not to open it. The day before, he's like, tell your dad, like, what is he thinking not to open it? And I literally wanted to cry because to me, it hurt to hear that because I was like, what if it is true? What if my dad's putting all this? But this was the day before we were opening. And of course, I never told my dad that. I'm like, I would never tell him that. It hurt me. I think I told y'all that what that man had told me, right? I was like, dude, can you believe? And then now I see him and he'll go to their new restaurant, like the one downtown. Yeah. And one time he was drunk and he came up to me. He's like, hey, I just want to apologize for that day.
Damn, that's real.
He's like, I remember telling you this and I was wrong. I'm sorry. And I'm like, you did hurt my feelings. I'm not going to lie, but it's okay. But look, it's okay. Trust me. But I remember Bebe would be the waiter, right? First, you started serving.
So I was showing them how to serve, right? A little bit, right?
I had never been a waitress. So I would be so nervous. Like, he would be telling me, like, okay, Jackie, this is what you're going to do. Like, so he was teaching me.
You're going to go and say, like, hey, like, can I get you on street? Like, it was crazy.
Yeah, he taught us, me and Carla, because Carla didn't know either. Carla had never worked in a restaurant. But I had worked a restaurant, but never as a server. And so.
But that only lasted like a month where I had to show them and work as a server because then that's whenever like I had to.
Yeah, tell them that.
Oh, you had to go to cook.
Yeah, like it was like emergency. Like it was like bad because my dad was the cook when we first opened. Like he was the cook. You know what I mean? Like he was the one whipping that shit out there and like stressed out. Remember?
He would be so stressed.
So bad.
He
was sad. You know, like
it makes me sad because I remember him like, like trying to. But I'm glad he doesn't have to do it.
So he'll be like shaking, like what, you know what I mean? Like, and
yeah, like it was a lot for him.
Yeah, overwhelmed.
Like I've been in that situation and it fucking sucks, you know? Because you can't do nothing about it, but like do it, you know?
Yeah. And then us over here like
you can't run out, you know? You want to run out, but you can't.
And it was just him and my mom in the kitchen. Yeah. So you can just imagine how like hectic it was. I was yelling like, I need this, I need that, and
that was bad.
Yeah, but
that was a month. So like this is what happened after this. So I was working. We were working right at Serpers, I think that day.
I wasn't even there that day. I remember. But
and then we heard like a fucking loud ass noise, right? Like the loudest noise, like if something fell, like a glass.
Yeah.
And it was actually we used to use the big glass round like jarritos for like the horchatas, you know, like you know where you put the horchata and the Mexican stuff, and they were glass. And then we ran out or something happened, or we had to move it and it had ice. You know how it has ice and it sweats. Like the glass,
slippery. Yeah.
So my dad like went to pick it up, like pick up the whole thing. And it was heavy. It was a big ass thing, you know. And then he drops it. And he said that he tried to like catch it at the same time, and like it just falls. And like I guess it came. I don't know what happened, but it was a horchata, right? And then I don't know. We just looked back, and the good thing we had like these ladies that work for like in an ambulance. Mm-hmm. Like they were just eating there, you know.
What are the odds, right?
Dude, what are the fucking odds? Because the next thing you know, we look back, and this shit would look like agua de fresa, like strawberry, like swear to God.
Okay,
it
that's
like
not
it.
funny, but that is
like sliced his hand.
Dude, his
the whole
fingers, his shit was hanging like his meats, like and all his hands, right? And I remember that the ladies looked back and they ran back there. They're like, "Hey, give me this, give me that," and we gave her like them what is it, the napkin,
like the cloths,
the cloths. Mm-hmm. They wrapped it up, and we had the plastic ceramic. They wrapped that shit up. My dad was literally walking like this, and then I sped to the hospital, and my dad was riding like I got pulled over on the way there. I kept driving though. So then like I ended up pulling over because I was already at the hospital, but like he turned his lights on, my tags were expired, and I just kept going. I'm like, oh, fuck this, you know, I don't care. And I pulled up to the hospital, and then I just put into where the ambulance pull in. Oh my God, I put into the like instead of the emergency room, I pulled up to the ambulance, you know, whatever. Mm-hmm. But they let us go because he seen my dad. He's like, what's going on, right? And then like I got off really fast. He went like this, like the cop literally, like, you know what I mean? And I was like, chill, like my dad's fucking like bleeding, you know. But yeah, that happened. And then he ended up, you know, getting fixed, stitches everywhere.
He had stitches all over.
He had like I don't even know how many.
I think he got like 30
a lot. It was like 20 something, 30 something stitches, like all his hands. So then the next day I had to like go straight to cooking. And I already kind of seen him do it, and I'm like, and I've cooked before, you know, and I'm like, okay, I got this. And it was like crazy. Like, I had that shit. Like
I feel like that's really like a switch. Like you're in charge of the cooking.
I know. It was so crazy. And then I think I mean, obviously I loved it. I did it for like the longest time, I feel like, ever. Every day.
And I feel like I remember my dad being nervous. He's like, who's going to work? Like, how are we going to have the restaurant?
And I remember we closed that day, right? Early.
We had to close because y'all went to the
hospital.
And It was so sad.
And
I remember.
It's like, who's gonna do it? I'm like, dude, like, I got this.
And this was like right when Tacco Loco had opened. What, like 2 months? Maybe a month or two?
It was the first month.
So it's like, it could have been like, wow, like, why would this happen to, you know? But no, it was, I remember you were in the kitchen. He was killing it. But my dad would be there like telling you what to do. Like, season it like this, do this. Yeah. And he was like learning it every day, like learning. And then
it's just eventually it was just on like.
Yeah, and he's always been a good cook though. Like you've always liked to cook. I've always
cooked at home. Like I would help my mom cook all the time. She'll be like, hey, take the chicken out. You know when you forget to take the chicken out and it's frozen, so you put the bitch in the microwave. Yeah. And it toast it. Yeah, she would always do that. And but eventually she'll be like, oh no, she'd be like, take the chicken out, and I would take it out, and then I would even put it in the oven, remember? And she would get there and it would be like kind of like in the oven already. I remember that.
But now you literally know how to do everything. Like he knows how to do like bartending, cooking,
prepping, everything,
waiting tables, everything. But so now, like thinking back, like how does that make you feel, dude? I feel like I could cry talking about it. So, but like it's just crazy. It just goes to show though how
it's really like perseverance. Like something happened, but we're gonna figure it out and. That's how you get to the boat, is like not giving up.
Oh,
you know?
You could sink or you could get up to the boat.
Yeah, that's true. And it's about wanting it, you know, like manifesting everything. Like it sounds crazy, but I believe everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, especially if it just comes out and you know you want it, like, bro, you gonna get it, you know?
And then you could have seen the getting shut down by the health department as like, okay, we're not gonna do it.
Yes.
But that's why it's like a cool story. That's what's so crazy.
We were like. We could have kept doing it or not. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember my mom, when I had got home from work and I didn't know about the health department calling yet. And she's like, guess what happened? And she told me, she was like crying. She's like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Yeah. And I'm like, well, if they can help us find, like, because they had already mentioned, like, we'll help you find something. I'm like, what if we do find it? You know, like, you just, I feel like in that moment, you think of worst case scenario, but if you have, like, each other, like, I feel like we've always kind of had each other. Like, Carla quit her job. My mom quit her job. You quit your job. I even ended up quitting my job too. Like, and we all went in. And I remember there would be times where we would be so dead. We would be sleeping in the back. We would take turns sleeping. I'd be like,
hear someone walk in, and her hair would be everywhere, and her eyes swollen, and like, what can we get for you? And be like,
no.
They would just walk out like nothing. Like, okay.
That's a cool story, because even like the guy saying don't open it like the day before, and I feel like everybody in their life has people who are like put doubt in you, you know, and not listening to that.
And even I think some of the people, my dad worked at a good company, you know, they would tell him, we were just talking about this other day, he's like telling me this, he was just like, I can't believe that. Sometimes I look around and I still can't believe that we have this nice restaurant, you know, and he's like, imagine if I would have listened to the people at my job that told him not to quit. They're like, you're really going to go from this to like that, you know? And it's just crazy now because some of those people go to eat at the restaurant. Yeah. And the reason he mentioned it was because somebody walked in with the logo of where he used to work at. And I'm like, oh, he works where you used to work at. And that's when he brought it up. I think I love telling, like, when people hear that story, because a lot of times people think that it comes easy. Like, one time someone was like, oh, it's because you come from money. I'm like, if only you knew. I don't know. I feel like, and then now, like, he is the manager at the restaurant. Like, he'll be getting on to me and my sisters. Because we'll be talking, and he'll come up to us and be like, all right, guys, like, can y'all get to work? Like, there's that table's dirty, this. And we're like, okay.
And they still don't listen to me, so.
Yes, we do, but yeah. So how has it been growing up with 3 sisters? So it's 3 of us older than him, and then him.
I mean, it is stressful, I guess. Dealing with the guys.
What guys? Shut up! You're such a liar.
Throughout the years, you know, like you gotta like deal with this, like,
he's lying.
Drama.
He'll be like, you know what? He's lying because he becomes best friends with all of our ex-boyfriends, and like we'll break up with him, and they're still dating my brother.
What? Nah.
He'll be like, I'm gonna hang out with your like.
Well, I guess y'all have good taste in men then. So.
You do. I feel like he likes the exes better sometimes than us.
Nah, they're cool and yeah, but obviously if they're like, I mean, dude, with who? Which one? Only one.
No, but I feel like you do. Remember?
What?
Never mind. I ain't gonna say
Yeah,
no.
how are you gonna remember what?
No, but I feel like he's never been that type. Like you never care about guys, and like
I mean, it depends if I need to.
Yeah,
You
how
know
they
what I mean?
treat you, I guess, if it goes to you.
no, Bebe don't play. Oh, we call him Bebe. Did I say that?
Yeah.
So if y'all can't hear me say Bebe, it's because he's always been
Do you
called.
like being called bebe or
Well, it's normal.
He likes it
used to
because
it?
Unless it's like someone that I don't know and you call me bebe.
Yeah.
Like that old man.
old man.
He's gonna go to, I'm not gonna say his name, but the guy that been going there.
Oh yes, I know what
he's
you're
like,
talking
"Bebe."
about.
And I'm like, dude, what the fuck, dude? And he's supposed to be like this, like gangster guy. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Oh yeah.
you really know me, bro. He'd
That
be
is
like, hey,
funny.
bebe. And I'm like, and he'll say it out loud in front of people. I guess so he knows like that he knows me like that.
Yeah.
He'll be like, hey, bebe. And I'm like, what the fuck? Dude?
You don't
Just
know.
call me Raul, bro. You at least.
Yeah.
It's funny because
It's more of a childhood thing.
Yeah, and then like family, like
My sister, we used to call her Pita, but she hated it.
I
Like, we
remember
had to stop
that.
calling-
yeah, I think I do.
She made us stop calling her that.
I do remember you. Where'd you get that from?
I couldn't say her name, so I started calling her that, and everybody just called her that.
So what's her name?
Alma Bianca.
Alma Bianca. Okay.
Where'd you get beat up from?
I think Blanca. You're like Pita.
It
It sounds. I mean,
Maybe, but that is funny. I remember when we were in school because I was 2 years ahead of him in school
oh yeah.
because he failed first grade.
Oh, that's when we moved to Asheville. So let's move to Asheville.
No.
I don't want to see people. I don't want to know that I failed first grade.
But I think it's so funny because now that I look back, who fails first grade?
Well, actually,
How do you-
I wasn't the only Munoz that failed.
No, I
that
was gonna
first
say
teacher.
Canada Elementary would fail everybody. I know at least two.
I think they just hate the movie.
No, maybe, dude. But
Yeah, they had something against the Munozes.
But Miss Simmons, I'll never forget Miss
Oh
Simmons
yeah, I
Simmons.
remember
is
her.
who failed him.
she was a.
Shout out to her.
She was, because I remember one time my mom, we were in straight line, and I see my mom, and I'm like, oh, mom. And she's like, get in line right now. And I'm like, in front of my mom, and my mom was pissed. She's like, did she really just yell at you like that? in front of me?" And I'm
Yeah.
like, my mom said she wanted to like beat her ass. Like, "Dude, you shut up."
And
then
imagine,
Oh my God, go ahead.
like a first grader, to me, like, this is a first grader.
Yeah.
Like, you know. But
You're only learning colors probably. And
Like, bitch, what books was I reading? Because she said I didn't know how to read. I'm like, yeah, what the hell? What kind of words were you
it
putting?
literally was like Sam had a cat. You know?
I was probably like, what the fuck does that say? She's like, this motherfucker does not know how to read. And she gave my mom the option to like pass me or fail me, but I'm pretty sure she made it the biggest thing because my mom's like, fail his ass.
Yeah, 'cause
I was like, you do not want him to go to second grade and be embarrassed or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
But it's crazy because like even just that I think about, I'm like, damn, all the people who I ended up being friends with and like
Yeah.
different school and like, you know what I mean? Like, or even if I would have not failed and moved to Asheboro, the people who were in front of me, I'm like,
You would have been in
I
their
feel like
grade.
I wouldn't have, like, it's different,
Yeah.
you know? Like, I don't think I could see me being friends with, but then again, I could have, you know, who knows?
well, I'm glad you did because then we would have been too close in school. Like,
Yeah.
because we would have been like, you would have been like 1 grade younger than me.
That would
But
have been cool, though.
yeah, maybe.
That would have been cool.
But I remember we were in school, in high school, and I wanted to get his attention because I saw him with his friends, and I'm like, Raul, and it felt so weird
was
because
the
I
term.
never I've never called him that ever, and I'm like, Raul, nothing. I'm like, Bebe, and he turns. I'm like,
I'm like, who the hell called my name right now?
but at work it's funny because it will be like Bebe. I'm sure people are like, why is everybody calling him Bebe at work? You know, because that is funny, but.
It is funny. I think.
Oh my gosh.
And it's funny now everybody calls themselves like the baby, little baby. Like
Oh, yeah.
you were the OG.
That's
Mm-hmm.
And then actually the song, what is it called? Hey, baby, right?
Oh,
That one?
yeah, Hey,
One
Baby.
time I was at the club drunk as hell. And then they played that song and I thought they were talking to me. I was like, it felt like it, you know?
You felt
And
like
baby,
that
right? And I was like, in the club, hey, baby. And I was like, lit as hell, you know? I was like,
He's
and it
like,
felt good, you know? Like, I was
Yeah.
like, dude, I feel like this is my song back in the day. What?
that is hilarious.
But obviously I was like I knew obviously, but I was just
Yeah.
like, it felt good, you know?
He was like, it's my moment, main
My
character
moment.
moment real quick.
Y'all might not know, but I'm, hey, baby.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my
I
God.
Yeah.
used
is
to love
cool.
that song.
It is good. It's good.
I remember them songs and Bobblehead and You don't
It's
remember
a bobblehead, and it'd be like,
Like all
Oh, yes.
It's an old song.
Carla put us on all those.
Or it's going down.
Meet me at the-
And they'd be like that, right?
Oh, yeah. What is it? Crank? No, what is it?
I don't know.
It's like Young Jock.
Yeah, Jock, yeah.
Something like that. Oh my God, I feel like my stomach hurts. That was funny.
I
Okay,
need another wine though.
you do.
Look, this shit going.
Okay,
Like,
let's do a.
is there a hole?
There's.
I'm just.
Let me or.
I have one right here until I get done.
Damn, I'm an alcoholic.
But I feel like it makes us. We look classy with our little mugs. But yeah, so.
Is there anything else about
Anything else you want to say about, or any advice you would give to someone who wants to start a business, but is kind of scared, or they feel like it's not?
Well, I feel like the hardest part is starting it. You know, like as long as if you do start one, I feel like there's definitely gonna be like ups and downs. You know, like mostly downs. You know, the beginning for sure. That's probably the only thing that's probably gonna unmotivate anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's crazy. I guess just having a family and like my parents all being in there, like just you don't want to go down. You know what I mean? Like it's like hard because then if
It's like a lot to lose.
if one of us goes out, we all going down. You know, so it's like we're not doing that. You know, but I feel like they should never give up for sure because we've been in a situation where we could have gave up, not one time or like 100 times. You know, seriously.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, just don't give up and keep doing what you're doing. Pretty much.
Yeah, I think as long as you just keep doing it, what can happen? Like,
Yeah. If you stick to it, like eventually, you know,
Yeah.
you're up.
yeah, I remember like so many times my dad would be like, let's just shut it down. Let's shut it down. Let's go back to our jobs because it's not making sense to keep it open. And he would be like, no, I'm going tomorrow. He would show up
We would go open.
and open it, even though my
We
dad,
had everything, all the food and stuff still to sell, you know? And I'm like, dude, what's stopping us from not opening,
Yeah.
you know? Like, we can still open. And
Damn, that's a good mentality
yeah,
for
it's
you
crazy.
to have.
Yeah. And then I'll be like,
because-
man, we're going to open. I don't care what he says.
Yeah.
We're going to go tomorrow and open. And we would go and open the restaurant.
yeah, and my dad would sometimes stay home, right?
Yeah, he would not even show up that
Because he just said he didn't want to open
Because
it
he
no
was
more.
like mad or something. You know, he'd be like, nah, yeah, he must get on. And I'm like, all right. And then guess what? We probably wouldn't make that much money, but we still made enough to like
Yeah.
get us through, like, you know what I mean? Whatever we were.
How do you think you got that mentality of like, keep going?
Oh, it's crazy. Like, I don't know. I remember, I don't know, seeing people when I was young. Like, I would hang out with my friends, you know, like, I would have soccer practice and stuff. And, like, even their brothers and stuff, they were older. And they had, like, nice cars and nice stuff. And I mean, like, it's not about that, but I'll be like, dude,
Like motivation.
I'm trying to be like that. You know?
Yeah.
And I've always seen people since I was little, and I've seen people, like, you know, that were successful. And I could tell, like, they were successful. And I've always wanted, like, that. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and there's not, like, I know they've got it for a reason. Like, they worked for it or something, you know, whatever. I feel like anybody, you know, in general. But I'm just like, I want to be like that, you know. And I've always wanted to, like, I don't know, just be successful and, like,
Yeah.
you know, get whatever I want, you know, if I can. That's the goal.
And you know that it's going to take work. It's not just going to happen. It's not just going to.
Yep. It's gonna take work, time, like stress, some white hairs
Blood,
eventually.
sweat,
You know
and
what I
tears,
mean?
like literally blood.
No, yeah,
Like-
seriously.
Arguments. Like, there have been so many times where we've gone at it, like, as a family, but then we'll get into it, and then out of nowhere, we'll be fine. We'll be like,
Or sometimes like we get so mad at each other, and I'm like, Jackie, whatever.
and then he'll be like, one time you got mad at Bridget or something, and then they were like, nothing. And then he's like, wait, I forgot I was mad at you. He's like, wait, I forgot. We were supposed to be mad at each other.
And we're like, what? And we're like,
Yeah, but I feel like we all like have like we're all very like strong mentality. Like, we're very stubborn, all of us. But I feel like we've like that's how you like, I don't know, it just works.
yeah.
You know? My dad's very stubborn. You are. My mom. But
You are.
yes. But yeah, I feel like it just and I can't wait to have my dad on here because I'm sure he can. He was telling
I
me.
can't wait to.
I
I'll
cannot
be
wait.
back there watching.
Yeah, he was telling me how there would be times like Sundays that he would just be watching TV before Tacco Loco, you know, and he would be like, God, please one day give me the opportunity. Like, please, God, please. He said he would do that all the time, and then it happened, you know, like,
Yeah.
but he always would pray to God that something. Is there anyone that famous that you like watch and you look up to, or?
Me? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Or who do you look up to the most in your
I
life?
don't know. That's a
And it doesn't have to be a famous person.
Yeah.
Like someone that you're like, dang, they inspire me or they motivate me. It could be.
I do have someone, and I've said it before. My dad, I think, because he's been going to Mexico, right? Like, and I would love to do that one day. Like, he goes to Mexico, and I stay, right, and run the business, right? He's having the best time of his life. Him and my mom are having the best time. He has no worries about nothing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's just getting that, like, like, it is so fucking crazy, And then that's why I like when they do go to Mexico, because then I stay, and I think about that. I'm like, bro, like, he's doing it, like, and I'm making him, like, I'm making sure he can do that, and my mom can do that. And I feel like that's probably what I would love to just be like that, have my business and have, like, if I ever have kids or whatever, like, even them, like, have that opportunity to run a business or, own it or something. And, like, I could go do whatever I want, eventually,
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's one thing that I would love. Like, it's not even about about everything, it's just, I feel like just that. And then from just being, like, looking for being like that at a younger age, I guess, like him doing it already. But I want to do that at a younger age, and then that's just going to help me, I guess, whatever I want more,
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I feel like, I don't know.
Like be able to just to live and know that.
Yeah, or just leave whenever and then have your business running and, like, like
that's a good
have
goal.
someone you trust to back there and then just go, and do whatever you want.
Yeah, I feel like that's the goal in life, like to be able to do that and live your life, not just work. And we're going to get into that, the Matrix and all that, but like not just live your life working. And I think that that's one of the things that my parents like kind of have.
Tired of that. We're tired of that, of working every day, and I think they were.
Yeah, like survival mode, just.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like living, like check.
Yeah.
Check, you know what I mean? Like, I think they were tired of that.
Yeah, and I think my mom still feels like she needs to work all the time.
I know.
It's just in her, like she's like, I have to be working, I have to do this, but I'm like, she needs to learn to live in her soft girl era. I'm like, if I was you, I would be living on my soft girl era. No, but yeah, I agree. I think that, but it also, I feel like when you do that, it's because you have a good support system and they know they have you there and they can trust you and that you can do literally everything that they can do. And trusting people, my parents don't trust nobody. Right?
I mean, that's a good thing, though.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing because people do take
People
advantage.
take advantage.
Mhm. So it's like you have to, but it's good that you're there or Carla's there or one of us is always there, But, oh, that's nice.
Yep.
I can't wait. Maybe we should do you and my dad on the same episode again.
Or you should do my dad and then me and my dad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, whatever you want.
But yeah, so we're gonna. Well, thank you.
To end on that note, go to Tacco Loco in Asheboro. Just look it up. Go eat. The cantina. You can get some drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Some good
Some
tacos.
Mexican candy shots.
Use code tell me something good for one free Mexican candy shot. Imagine if they did.
Everybody.
We're gonna do at least top 10 people. Right now.
If you say you came from this episode, top five people, then you get a free Mexican candy shot. I'm not kidding.
It would be cool to see if people actually.
Yeah, okay. You have to go claim it and you have to
Right.
post it. Like,
Yeah.
So we'll post it on our page to make sure y'all know we're not lying. We're going to be like, oh, it's been claimed.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
That's what-
All right. But yeah, thank you, Bebe, for sharing that with us because I know, like, it's deep to talk about the struggles. But you know what? I think I told you this. It's not that I like hearing people's struggles, but I like to see how they overcame them and how they went through stuff, but they're still like pushing.
Yeah, because I feel like on social media you just see the good part. You don't see the struggle, so it's good to like show that.
All right, so we're gonna get into some conspiracy theories. We have brought our own, and we're just gonna talk about them like different ones. But before we do that, do you need to take a break or anything?
Can I?
You have to pee?
Okay, so we're going to be sharing some conspiracy theories. So the one I'm doing is that the FBI and the CIA killed Marilyn Monroe. Have you heard of that one yet?
Not really.
Okay, have you?
So no, I haven't, but I believe it anyways.
Damn, before we even start.
You know what I mean? Because of the president thing.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, see, like, I believe it. But anyways, go ahead.
So a little bit about Marilyn Monroe. She was born Norma Jean Mortison in June 1st, 1926 in Los Angeles. And she grew up in foster cares. She went to like 12 different foster homes. And because her mom was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia. So she was committed into a hospital. Marilyn worked in a factory during World War II. And that's where she met the photographer and kind of started her career with modeling as an actress and singer. In 1961 is when she met John F. Kennedy, which was where their secret affair began. And their first public display of like being together was when she sung "Happy Birthday" to him for his birthday.
Yes, I remember.
So y'all should check out like just YouTube it, and it's kind of very
She was like
sexual, like
given. If I was Jackie Kennedy,
Yeah.
I would have had some problems.
and
Her name really is Jacqueline Kennedy, his wife.
oh yeah, his wife. So he was married the
Not
whole
really.
time.
Yes.
Oh.
So that's where she was wearing that sexy gown that Kim Kardashian wore to the Met Gala.
I see that.
Remember when that happened? And okay, so on August 4th, 1962, Marilyn called her psychologist because she had gotten a call from some friends of the Kennedys saying that she kind of needed to watch her back. Like, don't be around John F. Kennedy. And she was supposedly having an affair with his brother, too.
Yeah. Wouldn't doubt that.
So they warned her like to watch her back. So she called her psychiatrist, and he kind of gave her therapy for a couple hours. And she said she wanted to go to the Santa Monica Pier, like just to walk and, you know, cool down. And he suggested that her housekeeper drive her around just to get some fresh air. So around 8 p.m. that night, she was calling it a night. She called some friends and just told them that she was just seeing what they were doing. And then she started playing some records, some Frank Sinatra. And at 3 a.m., the housekeeper noticed that her light was still on and the music was still playing and the door was locked. So she called her psychiatrist just because she was worried about her, just because of the day she had. And he ended up breaking the window, climbing through the window, and found her naked, dead, with pill bottles around her and a phone in her hand. So they called her primary physician, and he pronounced her dead at 4 a.m. The toxicology reports said that she had overdosed, but she was on a lot of medications for anxiety. Okay, so the first conspiracy theory is she was killed because she had the secret diary with all of the secrets from like political secrets and about aliens and all this. Like, she had it all in there.
Oh my God.
So that's the first one. The second one is she was killed to spite John F. Kennedy, because later on he was killed too. Like, in 1963, he was killed.
Oh yeah.
Supposedly by the FBI too. That's a whole other conspiracy. And the third conspiracy was she was killed to like cover the affair.
I think it was that.
I was thinking that too, like that.
Because the president's probably like, just.
So you think John F. Kennedy was like
boom, just. Or something. I don't know. I believe that probably.
But it was ruled as an overdose. So it was ruled as I forgot what the term was.
Like
Pretty much she just took too many pills
like
that she had.
suicide or like.
Yeah. Either intentionally or not intentionally, but she did it herself.
I feel like they planned it. They threw the pills around her. And
Yeah.
they, like, you know what I mean? I've seen movies and stuff.
I feel like if anything, I think he did it,
John F. Kennedy?
maybe. But they said he was such a good man.
Yeah.
Like, or maybe
That's
the
what they say.
government, like the not the government, but like her family or like the families, not him, but like everybody else did it.
Maybe like the CIA and FBI, like,
Yeah, to get rid of her.
Or maybe he did trust her a lot and
and
told
was
her
telling
some
her
secrets.
some secrets.
And then she knew.
And she was like, if you don't leave Jacqueline Kennedy,
Yeah.
then I'm going to spill the tea.
Which that was part of it too, that she kind of threatened to like spill the tea.
Yeah, and that's what happens with all these, like Michael Jackson, all of them.
And maybe she did fall in love with him.
But I'm like, she was with both brothers. Like, did she actually care about him?
Maybe she was with the brother to get close
And
to
then the brother knew secrets too, so he told her their secrets. And
Yeah, I bet she had all the tea.
Yeah. Wait, at what age did she die?
36.
Oh, she was young. She was beautiful.
She was beautiful. She was like probably the most like sex icon of ever.
Yep. She was like probably the first one.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
so I don't know, but I think that maybe John F. Kennedy, like not
Had her
him
killed.
specifically,
sure.
but somebody, if they had
Somebody around him had her killed.
Yep. What do you think?
Yeah, I think she was killed just because she had so many secrets.
I'm pretty sure she
and-
was toxic too.
She a Gemini. And when you said June 1st, I'm like,
Oh,
I know she's a Gemini.
Oh yeah.
They're toxic.
Yeah, I believe that one. I think she was killed just because she knew a lot that she could have exposed.
Yep. What do you think? The
I
same.
believe that. Yeah.
So I
Her
think
messing around too much.
Yeah. But she was so beautiful and ahead of her time.
well, they say like a lot of celebrities they always rule it as overdose or this,
Yeah.
but that's the conspiracy is that it's not ever really.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not that. That reminds me of. Did you ever hear about that man who was like? Never mind. I don't know much about it. So I'm not gonna tell you.
Which
Well, he was recently, like a year or two ago, he like was found dead in his pool. Before he had said he was like something about, I don't know. Never mind. I don't know.
it sounds like a conspiracy. Though.
Yeah.
Okay.
He like tweeted something and was like,
Yes.
I didn't do
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Something like that. Something like that.
A lot of people be doing that, like Ryan.
I see
Garcia
where a
did
lot of
that.
celebrities now will say, like, I'm not suicidal. Like, don't,
He's
if
like,
something happens to me, like, I didn't do it. 'Cause
Yes.
You never know. But some fun facts about Marilyn, her mom was born in Mexico. She may have been a lover to Albert Einstein, which I didn't think that was the same times.
I feel like
in
Albert
history.
Einstein was like,
Yeah, he was a damn sugar daddy for sure.
I feel like he gives like
I mean, he
a
did
decade
lot.
before or a century.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. Yeah. What the?
I thought he was like way older. Because Marilyn was around the 50s, 60s, like was her time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So that's all I
Well,
got.
yeah, I feel like somebody else was involved in that.
Yeah, I don't think she did it herself, whether accident or not. Because there was also no note left, like a suicide note, if she would have done it.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't planned.
Yeah.
Usually people put a little.
And she was having a hard day that day already. 'Cause
Yeah,
they
like
had already.
they had already warned her about something happening.
Yep.
That's the worst.
All right. So, the one that I have is just that we're in a simulation. Simulation, is that how you say it? Like in the Matrix, and like glitches in the Matrix, and just how things sometimes happen. And
Is it-
honestly, there's a lot to it. Like I was still looking into it and I got confused. But just how like they want us to live this life of like work, you retire,
60.
you do it till you're 60. Listen to us, this is how things are going to be. But how do you break out of that matrix, Or just, I don't know, like, because we were talking about it in the car, but I'm like, what exactly am I trying to say?
So what I think you're trying to say is, so this is what happened. I see this on like, I don't really use TikTok, but I've seen how they want to ban TikTok
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
because a lot of people are becoming successful. They're making money out of this shit. Like, they're quitting their jobs, like a regular job, to make their own like business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
And then they're saying that they're trying to ban TikTok because people are literally doing that. So you know what I mean? Like they're quitting their jobs and they're making so much money now. Like their own, like they're selling products and stuff like that. And then that's why they're trying to ban TikTok in the U.S. because people are just like
I
Becoming
believe it.
too woke.
too woke and they're like finding out about everything and even doing their own business and how like they just want them stuck like in the matrix. You know what I mean? So that's why they're trying to that's what I heard. They're trying to ban that because of that. Because
Yep.
people are just doing their own businesses and stuff.
Yeah, I
Becoming
feel like
famous and-
on TikTok you get like real information. Like it's not
Yes.
because the media can sell you like this just one way of thinking, like it's all kind of it's together. But TikTok like it's like us talking to each other like in the world.
Yeah,
So
like you can
it's
see
more-
what someone posted over here.
Yeah.
and other,
And they can control what we see.
they can see it.
Even, did y'all see that, Ryan Garcia fought last night, and at the end of, he was doing a speech, some TVs aired it, some didn't, but he's like, I do it for the children, protect the children. Like, I told y'all, some TVs, some people heard it, some people didn't.
I did
Like,
not know that.
Some of it,
Yeah,
like,
I believe that.
I saw that, they were like, I didn't see that on my TV. Like, I never heard that, but
Yeah, that's crazy. That happened too. It was the Super Bowl, I think, or it was like a game, and they interviewed one of the like players, and he was like, if it wasn't for God, this and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
like
Jesus
they say
Christ.
that.
And guess what? Some aired it and some blocked that whole part. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why? You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of weird. I think it is all about, like, obviously, like, people are trying to, like, the wars are religious and, like, because of religion and, like, you know, stuff that, like.
I feel like they try to keep us like robots. Like, this is what we do. We get home, we eat, we work, we have dinner, we go to sleep. Like, this is what we do. But, yeah, the moment we try to do something, it's going against what we are being taught. In school, you were saying they pretty much prepare you for prison.
Yeah, schools, they prepare you for prison or either to work a 9 to 5. Like, just the structure. Like, we wake up at this time and then, you know.
If you do something bad, you go to ISS, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you're stuck in a room.
Like you said, you couldn't even be happy to see your mom.
I know,
like
what?
Like, get in line. Like, that's how they want to be.
I know, that is true, yeah.
Yeah, and even I saw a video of these kids. I think it was in China during recess. Did you?
Yeah, I shared it.
Dude, they were doing like fitness, like like crazy things.
Like, they're cooking.
Yeah.
They were like dribbling 2 basketballs. Like, they're so ahead
and advanced, and like it's crazy. Like, compared to us here, you know. And I don't know. I feel like it's a lot of, even I think we talked about this, about the food we eat. There's nothing anymore is good for you at this point, you know. You go to a different place, you have food that doesn't affect you.
Your stomach's hurting just from eating.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's,
you know, like Bill Gates is trying to do the fake meat.
Is it him? I've heard about the fake meat.
They're trying to do like fake meat, and in Italy just banned that thing from him. Like, they can't do that in Italy, which is so good. Like, duh, we should be doing that shit here. But I'm sure we're the first ones that've been done it, you know.
and it's crazy because the U.S. is like the dream land, like but why? Like, you hear these things like Italy and all that, healthcare, everything is so
And I
much.
think part of it is making us believe that this is like the American dream, like, you know, like we were taught that all the time, like growing up, and now I'm just starting to be like,
I don't think so.
I mean, I love being from here.
Don't kick us out,
here.
though.
Yeah. I'm just like, we could make some improvements.
Yes. We get a letter in the mail like, you hate America, get out of here.
Your visa and your passport.
They're like, anybody. And I mean, the thing is, we do have the freedom of speech. That some places, if we said something like this in other places, gone, honey. We could not even say anything.
But I do think they're starting to censor a lot of things.
Yes.
They are.
We censor our language. Like, the First Amendment's already kind of things that they'll block you from posting.
And I think, like, even learning about these things, they don't teach us this in school, obviously, but like, you can find books about it. You can find just like about awakenings, and we have an episode coming out of awakening,
Our spiritual
awakening. But it's funny, you were saying how you were at the grocery store, and what were you doing? Like,
I was at work.
or you were at work.
So that was kind of like, I feel like my spiritual awakening, like the Matrix kind of, I questioned it, where I would be at work and I would want to stand on the table and be like, what are we doing? Like, we're robots. Like, and I would see people drive to McDonald's. I just started watching everything and being like, everybody wake up. Like, it started, honestly, I was going crazy. Like,
I think it's funny. No, I think it's
the
just
conspiracy's hitting hard.
No, I just think it's funny when you said that you wanted to get on the table at work and just start yelling.
yeah, like, what are we
But
doing?
I know what you mean. Like, I know exactly what you mean.
That's
You're just
crazy.
like, I remember being
But
at
yeah.
the grocery store too, and just like looking at everybody, just pushing and I'm like, this is when I was going through my spiritual awakening, and I was just like, what is going on? Like, these people are just like, I don't know. You feel like you're there, but you're just watching everything.
Yeah.
Damn, what y'all eat? What edible? I want some of that. I just kidding.
I don't know.
Nah, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I think you can break out of it if you really want to.
Like, I don't know if you've seen a video of like Japan. There's like this. It's like the Matrix is like the worst thing ever. They're like, people are just walking in lines. Like, they're not even talking. It's like a whole line of like, I guess Japan, and they're just like dressed up, you know, in their suits and stuff, going to work, and they're just walking. Just, you know what I mean? Like, they're all going to work. It's like
Like in line.
in line, and there's like It's fucking crazy. I wish I could look it up, but like
robots.
just walking
It's like
and
they're like robots, like just.
dude, people are just walking. They're not even. Dude, you don't see no one like talking, having no conversation. You know what I mean? Like normally, and it's like it only happens like during like a certain time, like when they get off work or like like stuff like that. There's like times I guess, but people are just walking and they're just
That's
like
scary.
going to work, and they're just like doing, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's so crazy.
Who said that we have to do this?
Yeah, like. Yeah, I seen a video and I'm like, how does that even?
I feel like it's kind of like, have you seen that movie, The Truman Show?
Mm-mm.
It's Jim Carrey, but it's really good. It's how he's being recorded, but everybody's like acting, and he starts to find out like kind of like he's in a Matrix. Everything's fake.
Like his life's the one getting recorded.
Yeah, and everybody's like, his wife's an actress, and like it's really good. Like he's kind of like in a Matrix, and at the end, like he breaks out of it.
I need to watch that movie.
Yeah, I need to watch it.
What's it called?
The Truman Show.
The Truman Show.
Yeah, but there's just a lot that goes. We could go. Cause I was looking it up, and we were just like, what? Like, and there's like glitches in the Matrix. Like, there's just things. Like, I saw a video of a girl who was at home, and she had her nails done like this, like let's say red, and she found a red fingernail already like in her room. And she's never done her nails red. And she's like, how is my nails? Are all my fingers? Oh, for real?
That's like
Wait a
I didn't even think of that.
I didn't even think about that.
Hey, that's the Matrix. That's a glitch right there. She got stuck in between the glitch. She didn't get the other part.
He said she was getting cheated.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
You should message her, right? Like, we're in the middle of a podcast talking about your story.
And we just realized that maybe you guys.
You might want to check with your man. But I had seen one of a woman who lost a shoe and she found it, but she had 3 shoes, like the same shoes. Wow. And it's like, how? You don't have to buy 3 shoes. Like the same size, everything.
Mm-hmm.
So there's somewhere it's like.
Or when you remember things that were like a certain way, like they say like Febreze used to have 2 E's.
Okay.
And now it doesn't. Like, where did that go?
Mandela effect.
Mandela effect, yeah.
But yeah, there's just a lot. I found some stories that are kind of crazy, right? So I kind of want to read them. They're freaking, let me see. Y'all are going to freak out in some of these. All right. Glitch. This is the question. Glitch or did I die in the previous universe? It's not going to be too long. It's been about a week and I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that I might have died in another timeline and just jumped to this one. Background. I was driving down a very long highway up the coast of California at 8:15 p.m. exactly. And I know this because I called my mom to let her know I was stopping to watch the sun as it was settling because it was breathtaking. As I'm watching the sunset, I hear a car's horn blaring, and I mean it was loud and sounded like it was coming right at me. I turn around and see a car coming straight toward my car and myself, and then suddenly I'm sitting on the ground. Very confused, a headache is starting to come on, but I wasn't hit. My car wasn't hit, and I'm still breathing. Obviously freaked out, I get up and check my phone to call my mom because this is just crazy, and I notice it's 8:13 p.m. I checked my phone to see if I actually did call her, but there's no history of it. I shake the nerves off and decide to just get home quickly, thinking maybe that was foreshadowing an event I did not want to relive. Once I'm home, my mom asked me why I called her and just hung up. I asked what time I called. She said 8:15 p.m. There is still no history of me calling on my phone. Am I crazy or did I jump timelines?
Okay.
Like, is that not crazy?
This is crazy, y'all, but I think I've been through, like, okay, I've done that before.
Like,
really?
In what way?
Like, okay, so one time I was going to hit up my boy, and I swear I didn't hit him up, though. I swear. I even checked my history on my Snapchat and stuff because I messaged him on Snapchat, and I'm like, he messaged me, what's up, bro? Right? And I'm like, dude, did I message you? But, like, I was confused, right? And that's happened to me before. One time I thought about calling somebody, right? I swear I never called them, and they, like, you know what I mean? Like, is it kind of similar?
Yeah, like they called you or?
Yeah, they called me. Like, one time that happened with my barber, right? I was going to text him to, like, be like, hey, bro, like, can you give me a cut or something? Or just text him, hey, what's up, to, like, let him know. And, like, he calls me. And I'm like, wait, did I message you? But, like, he'll be like, hey, what's up, bro? Like, back. But there's no message or nothing. And I told Lexi one time, I'm like, dude, could it be possible, like, that you, like, send, like, a message?
Oh, yeah, that's the real thing of, like, what is it called?
And, like, you...
No.
But I don't know. It's crazy, but that's happened to me.
Yeah.
And
It's
I've
the
even
actual
checked
thing.
back my Snapchat. I'm like, I never messaged him, or he'll be like, "Hey, bro, I'm outside," or like, "Bruh," and I'm like, "Wait, what the fuck?" But I've thought about it, like, you know, like,
You think
Yeah.
about it and it
but
happens.
I just never messaged him. I'm pretty sure I did it, because you know, you look at your
You
like,
can see if you
can
did.
check
Yeah.
and like your calls and stuff. I believe that's fucking true.
Yeah, well, this one here, he's saying that he felt like he got hit with a car
And died.
and died. Like, and then he woke up like 2 minutes, or he opens his eyes, and now it was 8:13 p.m.
But what happened to his car?
Nothing. He was
okay.
fine. Nothing happened. And then he says that like it was like a nothing happened. It was 8:13 again. Because at 8:15 he checked the time. He called his mom to tell her he was watching the sunset. A car hits him right away, and then at 8 he like opens his eyes and it's 8:13 p.m. And he's like, wait, what happened? And he's like, oh, maybe that was just like something that was foreshadowing, like what could have happened. He gets to his mom's and she's like, why'd you call? That she had a call, right?
Yeah.
At 8:15 from him. So it did happen, but it didn't. Like, it's weird.
Like unexplainable.
Yeah, unexplainable.
And there's nothing he can like explain. Like,
No,
did it.
he's like, hang on.
No,
There
yeah,
was
that's-
another
I
one.
believe in that weird stuff.
I'm trying to
It's
find
crazy.
Oh my goodness, crazy.
Like, what do y'all think about the reptilians? You believe in that? Like how the president is not like,
I do.
I've
believe in
seen videos with their eyes.
and then like their throats and like,
Yeah.
it's not normal.
that. Well, did y'all hear that there's like demon face syndrome, that we might start seeing people that look like demons?
No.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I didn't hear about
I
that.
think I've seen a couple people.
And then a man.
I've seen a couple people look like that.
I don't know.
Already there.
I've seen some. I'm just kidding, but
No, but there's like demon face syndrome, and they're telling us like, hey, you might start experiencing demon face
So
syndrome.
what does it mean? Like we just see them that way?
You start seeing, you can look at somebody and you see like a demon.
Distorted face.
Yeah, distorted face. And this man made a video on TikTok. He's like, I have demon face. Like, I see demons. Like, the guy that made a video about it, he's like, I have it, and I've seen a few, and they literally look like that, you know? But people were like, I think he was saying, I'm starting to see it as a gift because now I can see, like, but it was scary at first. Like, it is going to be scary when you see, but no, but they're trying to make us, let us know that we may start having it. Some of us are going to start having that.
I feel like it's like the world, like not ending, but like what's it called? Like the end. Sounds crazy, but like I've been like reading about this shit and seeing like the Antichrist, you know, like Elon Musk, how he, like how he's
saw
doing
that too.
how he's doing the it's called Neuralink. His company's called Neuralink, and they're putting a chip in your head, and then like people who are disabled, like you can't even move. You know, people who are born disabled, they could literally start like
walking
like
and everything.
walking, and like, you know, like he's like helping them out like that. But they're saying like there's gonna be a year where people are gonna start putting like a mark of
The beast or
the
something.
beast.
Yeah.
And they're saying that it might not be like physical, you might not see it, but it's like a chip, you know, like, and that means like the devil, you know.
Yeah, I was seeing where somewhere overseas, like they have it in their arm, like they just put their hand or something, and like that's how they pay everything.
Dude,
with it's
you can
in them.
pay now with like there's stores like you
Yeah.
can pay with your hand or your face, right? Like
Yes.
they know it's you, and then how, you know what I mean?
I did see that somebody looked up Elon Musk's name, and it was
It's
Antichrist. It like
like
goes
the number
666.
like graph, like there's
Yeah.
different stuff that you can like
Like, it's
put
just
numbers.
yeah. I hope he doesn't.
It sounds crazy, but if you think about it, like I've seen what's that show, the scary show, American Horror Story,
Oh yeah.
or like the Antichrist one. He's like he was one of the smartest like and usually like movies like that, it's like the smartest guy in like
Yeah.
the planet, and like he has all these rocket ship, or he has all this like technology, and he were like, that's Elon Musk, you know.
Yeah.
Hey,
And for
where did he come
Halloween-
from out of nowhere?
Dude, and you know Tesla? I think he bought Tesla not long ago, but Tesla has been on for like 1940s, like back in the
Really?
day. Yeah. Tesla has always been there. Like, what if it's like time traveling or something?
Yeah.
They do. Oh, that too. I have seen pictures of like celebrities, and they're like,
Oh yeah, like from years ago.
they look. There's people that look like them.
Like Putin, the Russian,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're saying that he looks just like other people that have been back in the days. Dude, what if it's true? They have the
Oh,
power
no.
and
I would say
everything
they have the means and power and money and
to
everything.
find any type of source, whatever they need, of
And-
anything.
And Elon Musk is like saying he's trying to go, like he's going to a different planet.
To Mars.
To Mars,
Oh,
right?
Yeah, he's working.
And like, what if there's already living over there?
Like, what if he's been there already?
Let me try to find that video of Elon Musk. But I don't know. I think he's just.
It's kind of scary because
Yeah, it really is.
the government is all in that shit.
What happens if someone ultimately does get a Neuralink installed? What will take place?
Well, for version one of the device, it would be it basically implanted in your skull. So, but it would be flush with your skull. So you basically take out a chunk of skull, put the Neuralink device in there. You put the electrode. You'd insert the electrode threads very carefully into the brain.
But what is it for?
No. Oh, another thing. I seen this video of a guy with it already. There's one person that did it already, and he can play. So I don't think he can move yet, actually, but he has a screen in his like a computer, and he can play like computer games with his brain. Like he's not even moving. He's just like playing like chess and shit like through his brain in the computer.
That is crazy. To me, I feel like it's going too far.
Dude, that's and then
Yeah.
what's his name? Jeff Bezos or someone else is trying to find a way to live longer. Like, dude. You don't
Yeah,
mess
he
with
wants
that
to.
shit.
Oh yeah. He's
Like,
trying,
you know what I mean? Like pretty much like a
like going against God.
Yeah.
pretty
Technically,
much,
that's
like,
what you're doing.
life,
Is
you know?
if because I feel like God is ultimately the one who gives us when we live, when we die.
Yep.
But you're going against what God has planned.
Yep.
That's scary.
Yeah, it is scary. This is our. There's a lot, but don't cancel us. Don't come for us, Elon Musk.
Hey, and you know who came up with the word conspiracy?
Who?
Who do you think? Who do you think came up with the word conspiracy? Look it up. Guess.
Does it sound like
The CIA came up with that word.
No,
Yeah, for the same reason.
because
So
they
you
want to
can be
make
like-
it seem like it's not true.
Yeah, so then,
like,
you're like, so that's like, look it up. I see this. It was like a YouTube video about that. Hopefully it's right now. Hopefully.
the terms conspiracy theory and conspiracy theorists were created by the Central Intelligence Agency
I told you, I was like, what the fuck? Why would they?
long before JFK assassination.
Yes, like I'm telling you, they.
so
knew
I think
all,
they killed him. Yeah.
They knew all this shit was gonna happen, and they're like, instead of them knowing it's us, let's just make it seem like it could be us,
Yeah.
but it's not us. You know?
And I feel like part of the Matrix is because I think about movies when I was little, like about robots and all these, how the world is going to end. And now I'm like, I think they were programming us to like
Program. Yep.
believe, or like, even with aliens, we've always seen movies with aliens. Because there's another conspiracy of how aliens are real, but they don't want to bother us.
Yeah.
And the government's going to use that to like scare us or whatever.
Well, I have seen that they put it in movies to make it look crazy to us, but really these are things that are happening. Like
So
these are,
whenever it does happen, you're like,
Yeah.
you're kind
you're
of,
not going crazy. You're like, oh,
yeah,
shit, they
you're like
did tell us this.
desensitized. How do you say? Like
Desensitized.
you're not like you already kind of seen it before,
Yeah.
so you're not super surprised. But it is still like, oh, like I've seen this, but in movies.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, it's fucking true. Like now we have to run or something, you know?
Okay, that conspiracy theory thing really, like the CIA did.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That is crazy.
But I do think we're all in a matrix, like,
Yep.
and you can break out of it, but just realizing that we're all being programmed, or we were since we were little.
Okay, this is kind of what you were talking about. A child answered my thought. I don't really know if this belongs here. Oh, wait, so this is part of the. I was at a family event today. There were a few relatives I knew, but hadn't spent a lot of time with. While sat away from the main celebrations with my partner and one of the kids, she was 9 and took a shine to us. I thought I could smell smoke. Didn't vocalize it. Didn't even look up from my phone. Just thought it. The girl looked at me and said, "You're right. They're having a fire next door. You can see the smoke." She then proceeded to point above the trees where there was smoke. My partner asked what she was on about, and she didn't reply. I later asked my partner if I'd spoken about fires, and she said no. I also shouted her name for like 10 minutes after and got no response. So less psychic and more glitch. Was also sober and don't believe in the paranormal. So he thought like about the smoke, and the little girl was like, "You're right. It did have."
Like a mind reader.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. I think it's like just the story you said earlier, it reminded me of that. Like that it has happened.
Yeah, you're like, did I say that? Did I say something for you
Yeah.
to say that? I don't know. I feel like there's just kids though. I feel like kids do have something,
Okay, no, they really do.
Yeah.
and it's because guess what? They're still not like
They're
programmed.
Programmed,
Yeah,
yeah.
they haven't been programmed as like adults that we
Like
have.
controlled.
Like I feel like when you're a kid, you have special like talents still that don't go away yet.
Yeah.
You know?
You know what I think? I'm not saying like I've ever been like controlled or like like been in that where like I've been like when I was a kid I was never stuck on my phone or like I never had a phone or an iPad. You know what I mean? And I feel like that means like counts a lot because I would always go outside. You know what I mean? Like from school,
Yeah.
like first grade, third grade. Like I would just be running outside, playing around outside. Like, and now like the kids are different. You know, like now.
That's what like the millennials or like
Yeah,
our
and then
age
I'm
group.
sure they're growing to be
Yeah.
different adults and like just be
Yeah.
different. You know what I mean? Like they're not the same. Like it's not the same.
It's
no more.
not. Because I tell my son all the time, like, I would be in the woods until dinner time. Like,
Until they called you out to
Yeah.
come inside.
Yes.
and like our imagination, creativity.
I know. It's so crazy. Like I
And
would go in
now-
the woods and bake trails and stuff. Like my
Yeah.
mom's house, like they don't do that now.
It's crazy that we were the last generation to ever.
To
like,
to experience life
Yeah.
without technology, like at such a young age.
And I'm so glad I'm
Yeah, I am too. Because now I try to get off my phone, and we're programmed to like grab it every time.
Yeah.
Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Like all the time.
yeah, I remember actually like I think it was Bridget. She's like, I am never gonna let my kids use their iPad. Too late.
I feel like everybody.
Everyone
says
says that.
Everyone says that.
Yeah, but it's so
But
easy.
that's not good. I feel like if I were to have my kid, he ain't get no damn iPad. I don't care.
Yeah.
That's what you say.
That's what
but
you
then,
say.
but then
I'm gonna get him a dirt bike, a 4-wheeler. You know what I mean? Like go do,
Yeah.
go break an arm at least. There.
you
If
broke.
don't come
Didn't you
back
break
with a
your
broken
arm?
arm? I don't care, man. You're not having.
Like ain't nobody breaking bones nowadays. I ain't seen a
No.
kid.
They're breaking
I've seen-
phones instead of bones, man. They're breaking iPads instead of knee pads. I know.
For real.
I swear,
That is
man.
true. Like I swear, I haven't. Not that I want to see kids in a cast, but I have
You
not
don't
seen.
see kids in Castlemore.
Actually, Maddie had one like last year, but she didn't even break it. She just sprained her. She had to wear a cast.
She
But-
wanted a cast. She thought it looked cool.
Yeah, I
probably.
think she got it
I
'cause-
want a purple cast.
so everyone can sign
And
it.
Carla's like, how much is a purple cast?
When she went to the doctor.
Yeah, she's like, how much can I get?
But yeah, I think there's just a lot, and I don't know. But I feel like it's not like it's like having these conversations. Like it feels like damn like
Yeah.
crazy to have these conversations, and some people will shut it down. Like they'll be like,
Yeah.
no,
I
like
believe a lot of it though, and I saw too where supposedly over time, like years and years down the road, where everybody's gonna morph into like hunchbacks just because of our phones. Literally hunchbacks. Our eyes are gonna have like this glaze covering from looking at the blue screen, like our screens.
Yeah.
Like if you look it up, like everybody looks deformed, like years down the road.
oh my god.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. It's like an AI thing, right?
Yeah, like they projected how
Like, that was
everybody's gonna
before
look.
AI was known, right? They had like a video
Yeah.
of like how it's gonna go.
Oh my gosh. Well, now I'm trying to sit up straight. Me like this.
I do too. It reminds me. I'm like,
Yeah, but that is crazy.
But yeah, so this is all allegedly. We don't know. They're all
Yeah.
conspiracies, guys. Anything else that we have?
so I think with the Matrix, I don't remember what pill it is, but would you rather have the pill where you know all of the conspiracies are true, you know all the everything, or not know, just live life in bliss, or
And be part of it? I'd rather know and not try to get away from it, you know?
yeah,
I'll take the red pill. If it's
I don't know which one it is.
Just
but
say
yeah.
red.
Yeah, I'll take the one where I know but I don't want to be crazy
Yeah,
about
that's-
it. Like
that's the line
I don't
of
want to
it.
like live like that though. Like I want to know but not let it control me. Cuz then if you know, you're still letting it control you in a way.
I feel like that would be hard.
But
What
what
would
if
you
you
do?
don't know and you're doing the same thing?
Yeah, I think I would rather know.
That's
Yeah. So advice: don't get too deep into conspiracies because there's conspiracies for everything. Honestly.
yeah. There really is. And if you get too into it, you will drive yourself crazy. I feel if you go too much, like if that's all you
Yeah.
do. But it is kind of fun to talk about,
Yeah.
you know?
Is that thunder?
I think it is.
Or is it the conspiracy fake? Or is it fake thunder?
Fake. You know they do say that they
no,
can make the weather.
no,
They were saying in
Dubai.
Dubai, yeah,
Yeah,
Dubai,
they
how it's
have it.
flooded because they made fake rain and stuff, and it like over flooded everything.
Yeah, I know you can
Oh
control
my-
the weather now. You control it.
Yeah.
They did it for like
The Olympics.
the Olympics.
I think.
In China.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
it was
that.
the weather was bad, so they did
Like
something
they took
to
away
control.
the rain or something.
See, that's
Yeah.
not natural. I feel like everything leads to them
That shit
trying to
fucks
play God,
everything up,
and it
you
just
know?
fucks up everything.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
let
you
God do what God does.
Yes.
Right.
But I think that concludes the episode. We've been shooting for
2 hours?
no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. Yeah, we'll just have to do a part 2 with him because we could.
Yeah, that's it.
So, did you feel good shooting with us?
I did. I want to, can I be part of the team that does here and we interview the people here?
Yeah.
No, but I think you did really good. Like you.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like everybody starts off nervous, but
Yeah.
it's really just a conversation and like just sharing our thoughts.
be
Shit,
honest-
we get nervous when we
Yeah.
start. Like we have to do our intro 2 times.
Yeah, the only reason I didn't go out last night is because of this. I am not trying to be hangover or like,
Oh well, I hope it was worth it.
Yeah, it was fun. I liked it.
And now you're drunk, probably. you?
Is there more wine?
All right, guys.
I think I
well,
drank 3 of these or 4.
You drink 4, no 3. All right, guys. It's Sunday today, and I think what time is it? It's 5:21. I guess we'll call it a day. But thank you for watching.
Comment down below like which conspiracies you believe, which ones you think aren't true.
Yeah, or if you have
Any other ones?
or any comments on the ones that we have. But yeah, thank you, Bebe, for
Thank
being
you.
on the
Yeah, thank you.
podcast, and we hope to see you again soon.
I will. I'll be back. I want to come back. Where can I sign up? I know you have a long list, but where can I? Okay.
All right, bye. We love you guys.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. It's over.
Over.
Okay, part 2 now.